So I'm going to continue to play this call. I may stop at points and ask you some questions.
They're wanting to talk to us.
What?
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm like, I don't know if I want to talk to you guys and yeah, I have people wanting to question and talk to me about you and what you got going on, and I'm like, okay, why? And so I thought I need to reach out and find out.
Lori's there, so let me just put that speaker.
Okay, sure.
So go ahead and state what is happening so she can hear.
I have people calling me from Rexburg saying, we want to bring you in for questioning and talk to you about what's been going on, and we're trying to find some kids. And what do you know about it? And I'm going, I don't know anything. What? Why? What? Okay, no, I don't know what's going on. And so
yesterday they actually went to Leah's house and tried to threaten her. We're not fully sure what they're trying to accomplish. It's mainly one detective in Rexburg.
okay.
So finally we got a hold of an attorney, and that's pretty much where it goes from here. It's just
Everything to the attorney and stuff. Okay.
yeah, just we can text you his name and
Yeah, probably should.
Mr. Gwilliam, I'm going to pause there. You just heard yourself in the audio saying you probably should contact an attorney. Did I get that correct?
On that one, they had mentioned, or he had mentioned to me, that they had an attorney they retained, and I wanted to get the name of the attorney so that I could then pass it on to law enforcement, and that was the purpose of that.
Okay. And the voices that we've heard so far, we've heard your voice. Just for clarity, who's the other voice?
The other voice is Chad Daybell.
say who you need to.
You know me, I don't deal with a lot of this stuff very well. I'm just like, okay, I'm a simple dude. What's going on? What do you guys want to do? What's happening? What's going on?
Your route. I don't know how you would even be involved.
I have no idea. They're just trying to go through and just kind of see if I know anything about anything going on. And I'm like, no, why would I? Talk to me. Tell me what's going on. Well, we're trying to find two kids that along with Lori, and we just want to know if they're being, sheltered down in Utah. And I'm like, what? I don't have any idea what you're talking about. So is there kids that are not involved, or what are they talking about? So I'll have a clue if they show up at my house.
If they show up, you can just give them the attorney's name and say, we're not talking to you without an attorney.
Okay.
Because
No,
there,
well,
it's my sister-in-law. It's just a bunch of people that are starting trouble for no reason.
It's separate from the Tammy situation.
well,
Mr. Gwilliam, you just heard that reference to the Tammy situation. What did you take that to mean from Chad when he said that?
When he said the Tammy situation, I can only, the fact that he had buried her soon, married Lori as quickly as he did. I don't know that it would be a situation, and I don't know what he means by situation at that point.
Would it be fair to say at that point in time that you didn't have any knowledge of any investigation related to Tammy?
I didn't know of anything.
And had Chad ever discussed anything like that with you in any of the prior phone calls?
Let me backtrack slightly. Possibly the Tammy situation could be in reference to him calling previously to ask about her exhumation.
They're trying to combine it all together.
well, do you want to send me that attorney's number? Do you want to text it to me, or?
Yeah,
So, yeah, if you can do that, that would be helpful, I'm sure. So,
they're just grasping at straws. I still feel Heather Daybell's behind it.
okay.
Just she's an evil woman, and
It's her in-law that's this
yeah,
officer.
Detective Hope.
Yeah, did he call?
Just to inquire, at that point in time, had Heather Daybell contacted you about any of this?
At that point in time, I don't know that Heather and I had conversation about that. I can't recall.
You?
No,
Was it
he didn't call me. It was another individual. And so, yeah, that's where I'm like, okay, this is getting a little bit weird here. And so I thought I'd reach out to you to find out, what's going on. And so,
So
anyway.
they we pretty much blocked them. It's a simple situation, but we just can't tell you because then you'd have to be involved.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I get it. That's fine. So at that point, they're talking about bringing down like a host of like FBI people involved and stuff.
You just heard Chad describe the situation as a simple situation.
Correct.
And he said, I can't tell you because I don't want to get you involved.
That was what was stated.
And you said, okay, I understand. What did you mean by that comment?
At that point, I felt that it possibly was a smaller situation. I didn't know what the situation was. And so at that stage, I think he was just trying to keep me out of the loop.
And I'm like,
It's
I don't
just a-
want, you know, I don't need that. It's Christmas. So, you know, that's where I'm just going, all right, that's interesting. So, okay.
Well, if you don't know anything, which
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah.
You don't know anything.
No, I don't know anything, and so that's good news at that point in time, so, okay.
I don't know how they would have done that other than Heather. She knows our friendship. And
Oh, sure. No, of course. And so,
that-
yeah. And that's why I was like, yeah, maybe I better get a heads up about what they might have to say or what's gonna happen or what they're talking about doing. And so if you've got that name on that, I'll just say, hey, look, you know what, you may just wanna go talk to these people. I don't need to, you know, be involved in the whole thing. So,
I'll text you the attorney's name. He's a calm, collected individual. We're happy with him, but
gotcha. So
It's-
on that, it just,
Give everybody that we know, it's just so dumb.
so on that, is this an attorney that's just, is he out where you're at? Is he local? How would I, if I needed to?
he's in Rexburg.
He's a Rexburg attorney? Okay,
Yeah.
I gotcha. So,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
It's Rexburg police who are being whatever.
yeah, they've
It's
gone,
Heather's in-law is
right.
this detective that's bugging everybody, so.
Yeah. They seem to think that there's stuff that's being hidden and that they're wanting to try to get to the bottom of what's being hidden. And I'm like, if you know, I don't know what your guys are talking about. It kind of catches you off guard when you have them call you up and start chatting with you. And you're going, okay, I don't know anything about this stuff here. And so, yeah,
This is a different issue that doesn't involve any Douglases.
Okay. well, with that being the case, that's fine. I just thought,
We're sorry that you're being bothered.
no,
We're
that's
sorry
fine.
you're being bothered.
I think they're just trying to,
Just to be clear, Mr. Gwilliam, who are the Douglases that are being referenced?
That would be in reference to my wife's family. We all lived within a close proximity to each other.
Is Douglas your wife and Tammy's maiden name?
Yes, it is.
just go down every possible route and road that they can, I suppose. And so,
And so if they happen to bother Ron and Phyllis or anybody, just the same attorney.
Okay.
Yeah.
well, if you'll get me that information, that would be helpful with regards to that. So. that
Yeah,
way-
I'll text it to you.
Bartholic, Sean Bartholic.
Yeah, it's a
is his
weird name.
What, Sean what?
Bartholic.
Oh, Bartholic. Okay. Yeah, that is a little different.
Same name, but
Yeah, that works out just fine. So,
this detective is Matt and Heather's daughter's father-in-law.
oh, okay, so there's a relation to
No,
Heather with regards to
Hey,
everything.
or what? He is
We don't
just
know if
so
he's getting paid
persistent.
off or what, but he's bugging everybody we know for
It's
no reason.
basically a
And he won't even
custom-
call us. He doesn't call us ever to ask us any questions. He's just trying to get information from anybody else that will give him information.
Sweet, so should I tell him to call you and you'll give him the information so they'll leave me alone?
Yes.
All right, maybe I'll do that. If they say come over, I'll say, hey, you got their number, call them. You know, and so,
It's like he's circling us rather than talking directly.
so he's
Exactly.
basically taking every angle possible and trying to come in and chat with you guys rather than just saying, hey, pick up the phone, call you and you'll chat with him. Nice.
I changed this number
What's
and
that?
Garth gave him my number 3 weeks
They've
ago.
had the numbers.
Oh, no kidding. Well,
And just won't call me.
I'll just tell him, pick up the phone and call the guy. Hello, it's not that hard, you know, reach out and touch someone. So
I'll probably just start with the attorney's
I'll
number.
just say,
at this
here, you
point.
know what, go talk to bark or whatever you are at, and so. Anyway, so,
You can say that. You can say that, we've been instructed by our family attorney to not speak to any police, and here's his number. You can contact him. And that he can cover the whole entire family.
okay.
Jason, at that point, from your perspective, did you see any need not to talk to police?
I did not see a need for them not to communicate with the police.
Did you personally have any concerns if the police were going to interact with you about this issue?
No.
We heard the name Ron and Phyllis. Who is that?
Ron and Phyllis are Chad and I's in-laws.
No, that's fine. So, you guys,
By our family attorney. This is his name, so here you go.
well, no, that's fine. That's what I'll do at that point.
Just to all your family.
And then I'll just turn around and say, by the way, if you want to just pick up the phone and call him, why don't you? So,
Right,
anyway, that's,
that's what I told them.
oh, did he? So are the kids, what are their plans for Christmas then? Are they just gonna be hunkered down? Are they back in Rexburg at home?
Emma's gonna stay, Garth and Leah are gonna go on a little vacation.
Okay, are they,
At that point in time, Mr. Gwilliam, when you said, are the kids going to be back in Rexburg, which kids were you referring to?
I was referring to my nieces and nephews, Chad's children.
At that point in time, did you have any information or ideas where JJ and Tylee were?
I had no idea.
Did you have any information at that point about where Chad and Lori were?
I did.
Did it come from Chad?
I don't recall who it came from, whether it was through him or through his children. I don't recall.
going before, we were talking, I do that trip every year that I take the kids on.
Right.
That I just get away beforehand, and I actually thought about going up to the hardware ranch, and I was gonna call Garth and say, hey, everybody else is married, why don't you come go to the hardware ranch and have a square or something with us?
I think they're gonna leave the 23rd, so.
Oh, okay. That would put him,
Then
Well-
Seth's gonna head out to, I think Garth's actually going down this weekend to.
I
talk
did hear he was coming down, he was gonna be down, they didn't make it last week, and I guess it snowed quite a bit, or I don't know what
Yeah.
happened. I don't wanna drive the Moab Pass in a snowstorm either, so,
Or,
yeah.
So anyway, in terms of Tammy's autopsy or whatever, I did talk to, you probably heard from Ron and Phyllis how that went.
Yeah, I did. Well, I didn't. Samantha did, and I haven't been home to get a chance to chat with her about it all yet. And so,
One day last Wednesday, a week ago, I haven't heard a thing.
oh, no
That's the
kidding.
thing, because I have not heard a thing. If Lori and I didn't hear through relatives, we would have no idea.
No, and that surprised me because someone had said, "Hey, go check out the cemetery," and I'm going, "Okay, why? I don't go to the cemetery. I'm not the former Chad Daybell, the guy that digs up." And so I go over and I'm like, where's the grass?" Of course, Samantha at that point, okay, what's going on? I don't know. I don't know. So when we talked to you last week, I hadn't heard anything, and then a couple of days later, people are going, "Hey, there's stuff going on around here. You may want to go take a look." Okay, that'd be good to know. So anyway, yeah. What do you got planned for Christmas then? Anything good? Did I lose you? Oh, are you there?
Hello?
Oh, there you are. I say, as far as Christmas goes, what do you got planned then on that?
We're gonna stay where we're at for now.
I think it's breaking up on me. What was that?
We're not going to Idaho.
No, you don't want to go to Idaho, so that's for sure. He's gonna be hanging out doing I'm just curious to know how a Mele Kalikimaka Hawaiian Christmas works out, so I guess I'm just jealous more than anything else. So anyway, did I lose you? Think I lost you. I lost you.
Mr. Gwilliam, I'm just, again, having listened to the full audio, is there any reason for you to think that that audio was altered in any way?
I don't believe it was.
You captured the full conversation.
Yes, sir.
What did you mean when you told Chad, you don't want to go to Idaho? What was your reference about that?
He had informed me that basically he didn't want to have to talk to cops face to face. He'd rather just them call. And so I just making small talk at that point.
At that point in time, or any time subsequent to that, I'm sorry, did you ever talk to Chad again?
That was the last communication Chad and I ever had.
In, ever had? There's
Yeah.
no other communication. Why is that?
Couldn't tell you.
Did you make efforts to reach out?
There was another time after the first of the year that I made an effort to make a phone call and it was unsuccessful.